What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. Uh, One of my biggest longs today was Alt, right? A nice weak open long for me. I want to go ahead and dive in my MNTS trade. If you guys haven't watched, I'm going to post a video on there. This was even before I got the book. All right, these were things that I was picking up on while I was watching level 2 in the tape. All right, one of the things that really stuck out to me was yesterday I did try to trade this off some demand areas. The overall, this thing pretty much was soaking for a bigger move the following day. All right, they just didn't have enough volume on the day, and then today we definitely exceeded that volume. All right, one of the biggest things that stuck out to me was towards the end of the day there was a nice buyer that stepped in here. All right, and you can kind of see it right here on the 5, a little bit better. Um, we had about a 229K order or a buyer step in through there, right? Again, too, some soak candles. When I see these, I want to see if these are eventually going to come support, potential support, right? So my MNTS read before, I saw something similar to this in after hours happen on Alt. Okay, we had some good pre-market structure. Okay, we had some good pre-market structure for this one. All right, this was an area that I wanted to see at 7 a.m. volume came and that kind of dumped. So I made a zone right here. All right, there's a couple other small ones right here, but this was already in from one that I had marked up from the daily. There's a little daily gap right here. Okay. All right, so this was a big one to me that I wanted to see get over, and after that I started to break them down in different time frames, and then I started to label them. All right, this was a beautiful week open. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into the book now because yeah. All right, this is the week open that we saw on Alt. All right, let's go to 9:30. Boom. This is that week open that you guys saw on the candlesticks. Okay, to me this is right previous areas of interest. They did have a bid on this before in pre-market, right? This is 9. This thing did a weak open into it, and then eventually, look at the selling. There's not really any heavy selling, okay, going on right now. And then bid support started to come up. Now, if you don't got it like this, it's going to be very difficult to see if you're trading and looking for bidders or buyers potentially stepping up, okay? Uh, this is a previous area of interest, right? Because they had a front runner, an offer stay on here. So it's nice to see. I want to show you something. Okay. This guy got tapped into and then it pulled back, right? This is the spread that's taking place on this stock right now. It has a spread. Eventually tightens up later on. All right. This was a nice book flip at 22 cents. Phenomenal, okay? Once this thing actually broke through, this guy did break through some of the offers, right? And then they flipped the book. Okay, let me zoom out again. All right. Now, it's very important to see how they are selling into this breakdown. Got to spread this, okay? So, some of this gets sold into and then the rest gets pulled. Somebody does not want to get filled there. It's very important to see, okay? Now, even though this thing had a book flip, if you look below, they still had some front runners, bidders, that actually stood on the tape for a little bit, held up, was able to tighten up their spread or catch the best bid. Great. All right, and then this bidder came back in and we started to consolidate some more. All right. Really quick, I want to show you this because it's important because as I keep trying to break down the book, gotta utilize the zones. Zones are beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so as 22 and 24 come up, right? 22 and basically 24, this is that previous daily supply zone. They start to blow through those, pull back. It's pretty much like a pivot, right? We're pivoting off a previous area of support. I'm really switching over to the book fully 100% everything. So, I do have my zones left, but Once I know my targets and I already have my zones and supply and demand in my head, I'm really looking for them, right? I'm looking for these bigger targets. Ooh, that was beautiful to get tested, right? I'll show you the 30 cents real quick, right? This is the 30 cents, right? 31.5. Okay, only a few orders went through there, so this is very minimal orders that actually got filled up there. But this ran into a previous daily supply area that I had, okay? That took place a couple days ago. And this is the one that I found on the hourly. You got to really break these down. I found it to be super helpful, right? This is a previous bounce that failed. So I drew this zone prior. This was already mapped out a couple days ago when this name kind of had this first move up to here. Okay. Let's go back to the daily. All right. Cool. All right. So these are important. So once I see that, I want to see the book to me, right? Because these are the plays that I like and things that I like to watch. I want to see them continue. All right. I like to see things pull back to previous areas of interest, hold, and you really got to zoom in to see how they are utilizing this, right? And you can see bidders are coming in, bidders come in. This is a false breakdown. This keeps me in the trade, guys, especially when I already have a very low average, right? I get to see things go up, see things come down, and I'm less stressed out. I'm actually stress free pretty much because, when you got to a 20-cent average, you really just, you know, you want to see things break down properly, okay? And you actually want to see them to do the opposite of what you're seeing over here, okay? All right, here goes that print. I want to show you the top of this too as well. All right. This is where Mikey's like, I don't know if I want to kind of mess with this anymore because if you go back and keep seeing some bookmap videos that I've been posting, and I even have my own data on tons of name already. I've just been deep diving like crazy, like a madman. Okay. The liquidity is no longer either following this or there's pretty much no support, right? That's a big sign. I like to see liquidity or buyers or bidders start stepping up with this, and there's plenty of examples of them doing that, right? So now it's a possible chance that this thing is probably losing its steam, losing the bidders that were here to support whatever move that it was doing. All right, and then backside really starts to enter on this, okay? This is where I start seeing backside enter, right? As soon as this thing starts to pull, and you can see it right here. This is the beauty of this. All right. As soon as this thing starts to take off, it pulls underneath, and then you can start seeing the offers start to come in and start to stack up a little bit heavier. And I mean, okay, a non-liquid area or an area with low liquidity, right? This is going to be empty, and no wonder why things just dump so hard. And you're like, whoa, whoa, yeah, okay. Uh, hmm. See if this guy gets sold into her. Oh no, no, they are taking this puppy out. Absolutely cool. All right, very important to go see that. All right, when you start to see sellers actually take out some bids and then bidders don't step up anymore, all right, that's potential backside. Whoever was whoever was using this player or setting this up, whether it was algo, MMs, or the daily, whatever it was, okay, it's important to see if these guys are hanging out to stay. And they're definitely not, okay? Backside, really nice backside offers getting put into, whether this is a spoof and they pull it and, price action keeps coming down. It's going to try to find the next available bid. And here goes another really nice big offer that comes in right there. You can kind of see too. I want you guys to pay attention to this real quick. You kind of see over and over again how the bids are just falling out, okay? And these are not even that big bids, all right? They're not big at all. The size that they used prior was a lot bigger than the size that they have on the backside holding this down. And then you can see offers coming in pretty heavy, all right? Price action tries to bounce over here in 22s, but as you see, they start pulling these, all right? On the level 2 again, you might see some quads, a single offer or a single bidder. right? A single bidder is, one that's just on a single exchange, ARCA, whatever, 1,000, 1,200, EdgeX, 550, whatever the case is, right? Or you might see a quad, all right? Just because there's a quad down here doesn't mean it's a buy signal, all right? It's going to try to trap the longs. All right, and this is great too because as you see right here, they start to try to bounce. Things bounce, they pull these front runners, and then they start stacking another offer, and price action starts to break down. Okay, wow, beautiful. Okay, and it does it over and over, guys. And this is where this thing went back to lower than it actually opened up. All right, phenomenal. Okay, all right. The most important thing for me as a long is to understand the structure and then catch the front side or the front leg of it. And that's it. I'll leave it alone. All right. All right, guys. Hey, hit the thumbs up. Guys, if you guys want to, I got an affiliate link too. They will be in all my videos. You'll save 50% for the first 3 months. All right, on Global Plus to get you in the door. If you don't like it, there's a 14-day money back guarantee. Much love. Peace out, Mikey.